Hello everybody, welcome to ozfortress Week 3. We are casting today Damage Inc. versus No Safe Word. I am with, casting with me, is HiipFire.
Hello.
And producing is Wiethoofd. And I am Sage, of course. Today we'll have a pretty decent match, I think. It is 3rd seed against 2nd seed. This isn't the No Safe Word anyone would recognize from last season, as I believe they only share 2 of the same players. But definitely no skill gap, as the players that they have brought in are very, very talented. And damaging, bringing in Sam, who's anyone who knows Australian TF2 knows Sam is a very large force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I actually recognize Sam's name. This is like one of like 2 names that I recognize in this server, so pretty good about that.
Sam was scout for Victoria right before they disbanded last season, I believe. So yeah, names that are recognizable for players. Soul actually is a name I should probably bring up. Soul is, I think it was discussed recently in ozfortress Discord. Soul is probably the oldest remaining Australian TF2 player. He, if I'm correct, I might be talking out of nothing, but I'm pretty sure he came first in the very first ozfortress season ever, and is still around. So yeah,
old boy.
I'm pretty sure he was medic for Mad Dogs, which was this is pre-team immunity reign. So that's how old Soul is. Soul playing Roma for No Safe Word. Enrith, returning player from No Safe Word, he's playing Demo Man. Yule again playing Pocket from last season, but new scouts completely Hurts. Hurts actually playing Soldier for a bit in the preseason, but going to Scout now. TJ, who's an Asian player, who's probably one of the best, if not the best, Asian scout right now. And Locke from Mad Men. So it's kind of a Mad Men No Safe Word split plus TJ. But it's an interesting roster nevertheless. And they have been giving Jasmine T a run for their money, so that's how you know they're a very competent team. And Damage Inc. on the other side. Actually been a team together for a while, and they've actually kept the core of their roster mostly intact. Crud, their demo man, very competent player, and Half Wrong, their medic, have been in the team for... Oh, and Fane, sorry. Those 3 players have been in, I believe, for like 4 seasons this team's been around. And they finished 4th place last season, which is pretty good. And bringing in Sam on Scout, who is a very good player, and Aneurysm, or Jack, on Pocket, who is replacing Dreams, I believe. So, I think pretty good roster changes for both sides. If I am honest, I do probably think that No Safe Word are the favourite to win this, but I don't think it'll be a roll by any means.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say to that. I wouldn't really know too much. I mean, I don't know, I recognize some names, but I have no clue how any of them really stack up to one another. I mean, I know that TJ is a really nutty scout, but yeah, that's all I really know. So
oh, this is actually, I'm getting information that Damage Inc. haven't disbanded since they were from Open. So that's pretty interesting.
Oh,
made
damn.
all the way to 3rd seed in Prem from Open, which is really cool to see, if I'm honest. Yeah, they're that long. But we can talk matchups. So Spooge and Sam versus Hurts and Jay. Spooge and Sam, both very competent scouts. I do actually have news that we will be live soon as well, so we can look forward to that. Spooge and Sam against Hurts and TJ. TJ, like I said, is one of the best scouts in Asia, and Hurts is a very, very great player. Been in Prem for a couple of seasons now, and I think that Sam will be the strongest link in the scout combo for the sort of Damage Inc. Which is very competent. I don't know if he'll be main calling, because back when I played with him, he was actually a main caller, but main calling scout, especially when I'm sure Sam will be taking heals, will be interesting. I do think that in terms of scout matchups, No Safe Word do have the upper hand. Soldiers, again, I'd say No Safe Word have the upper hand. I don't really... I'll be honest, I don't think that Damage Inc. have that much of an advantage in most fields. Sam, one of the best off classes though, actually. That's an interesting concept, is Sam is... I think Sam's won best utility on ozfortress twice. and is known as a very scary sniper. But we have a ready up coming out from both teams, and we'll get started on this first mid of Snakewater.
Alright, let's do it. So, I want to see what's going on this first mid, as you said, this match. People are doing their rollouts. I see Anders and Dirk both arriving at about the same time. There's a soldier jumping over the low ground and a soldier jumping over the high ground. Neither of them really getting too much done just yet, but the soldier bomb is coming in onto Locke there. Locke will actually stay alive. He will go down to 40 HP, but Vayne and Jack both will die from that bomb. They do get hurts, but that's the only frag they will get, so both soldiers are already down. For one of the teams, Sam is down, Dirk is down, now it's just HiipFire and SBJ, and they will both also fall, so a complete wipe, and no safeword will win the first mid.
Yeah, no safeword got a bit distraught at the start there. Locke almost going down to a bomb from Jack. That was really interesting, but he just healed the scout and dodged the absolute crap out of Jack's rockets and ended up staying alive, playing back in Saw, and they just baited out remaining players. This is full override, so we'll probably see a push very early. We have a Sam Spy, actually. That's going to be an interesting play. I'm going to keep my eyes on him. Spy play already coming out less than a minute in. But he's close to the medic. He might be lucky here. He's getting up behind him. Can he get lucky? Oh, he's chasing
eyes
the
on him. Oh, the medic sees Sam, but he doesn't actually look at him, but he just turns his back and will drop that Uber. He looks Sam in the he just looks him in the face and then just turns around again.
Sam literally just got a buff and then backstabbed Locke. That was really funny. So that's over trade pretty much, like 70% ad coming out of Damage Inc. So might see a counter play or maybe just a Uber push out of Damage Inc. No, safeword playing pretty far back on their soldiers. Soldiers playing in a position to probably force early, not let them through without popping this. Yule's just playing pack, they're getting spammed on, and yeah, they're just trying to get this Uber plopped out early. HiipFire gets the Uber now, we'll see what they're deciding to do. Kind of low health actually coming up because of this heavy spam coming out from the safeword. Soldier's backing up for the safeword, but Hertz is going under. I don't think he realizes the sentry, and a scout watching lower. They're very prepared for this backup. Sam wins the 1v1, Spam's coming out in second. They've used this Uber, but no safeword. Just got the positioning advantage and they're just rushing lobby. The medic combo goes down for Damage Inc. and it's just a scout forward trying to stop anything getting through. Fane's on NG and Sam's back up, but they're gonna have to delay for at least 8 seconds to get these spawns in, and Sam's gonna go down early. The sentry's still up, but it's getting spammed very quickly. It's still up, but it's not watching the point, and the heavy's going forward. He gets spammed out himself. Just spams keep coming out. Soldier's jumping left. More flanking from coming up from no safeword. Scouts rushing up. It's just one up for sort of Damage Inc. and that's going to be the round.
Yeah, I was kind of iffy on them holding the NG on last. It would probably have been nice if they had a roamer on last and then just had a scout in that Uber, because they basically just they solo Ubered a soldier who was just in bats and was nowhere close to even getting any frags with that Uber. So he popped, he jumped in. And then, like, he had to jump again to even make it to the combo, and it took just way too long to Uber fade, and then they just got owned because they didn't have the 2 soldiers to do the damage. So, yeah, well, next mid.
Just spam out here. Yeah. Scout's low health on blue, but nothing really coming out. Soldier's trying to get aggressive, gets pushed back into his own kitchen. Soul goes down. Soldier was just talking about. Scout goes down as well. This is really good coming out of the side of Damage Inc. because Soldier's really lit on top as well. They're just walking forward, taking these frags. Fane goes down on the side of Damage Inc., but the player rate is far greater for the attackers, and they're backing up to last. They've kept Locke up with TJ. This is something you're going to be watching this entire game, is Locke plays very clever. He's not going to be caught that often in really stupid positions or anything like that. He's always going to be out with his Uber as soon as he needs to be. And I think it'll be a treat to watch, actually, as both Ubers are kept up because they get out early, but they do have a sniper coming out of no safeword, just peeking it out of lobby. They know they have the sniper, but he hasn't gotten anything just yet. He's taking Bat's side. He's going for picks. He's trying to hit the scout. He's so far in, he has no spam from his team. They try to collapse on him when he gets out. And they're falling back to last, trying not to overextend or anything.
Well, there were a lot of players from Damage Inc. in under the point. Seems like they were maybe trying to go into lower, but they're just sitting outside now. There's just a soldier in lobby. There's actually a scout trying to push into lower here. He's actually getting in very far. That's Sam. He's trying to get through onto the medic, but there's 3 players watching that lower main area, so he will go down. And actually Jack will also go down in lobby to some spam there. So there's 2 players down for Damage Inc. No safeword's going to be pouncing on them in this grass area, taking some spam, but actually the Uber will get forced first for no safe word. A soldier Fane jumping in, forcing that Uber. Then HiipFire will plop his Uber as well. It's a little bit of a better Uber for Damage Inc., but they seem to not really be able to do much with it. SPJ will go down, and the rest is to just go and fade out. Sam does get TJ, but there's Soul coming from the side. Will get HiipFire. He tries to get the big air shot onto, I think that's Fane, but will not hit that. But he did get that all-important medic pick. It actually seems to be no safer pushing into mid as well with those heals that the Damage Inc. players do not have. They're losing some players. Everyone's getting in, trying to get onto Locke. Locke will go down after a soldier and two soldiers and a scout will be pushing in. But in the end, those will go down. There's actually a 1v1 going on with Enrith and SPJ, but
yeah, Sam is coming with heals. The scouts have come up with the heals in this mid, and they've ended up winning this fight, but the spawn advantage also is coming in damaging, so somehow they've turned this around and made it their own way, but it's going to be probably a little bit of a stalemate as we do see this kind of second hold awkwardness trying to push out. We do have an advantage on damaging though, so we might see a bit quicker, especially with this building, although he's actually not healing the guy hurting himself, so maybe not.
We'll see. It is 40% advantage. I would very much like to see a damaging push. I would preferably not have a stalemate, but you know, I mean, to each their own. It is only 27 minutes in, so
they're gonna play behind.
Yeah, they're coming in actually through choke. There is a backup coming in. With with the
oh my god, he's on the medic.
The pain train. Oh yeah, he is on the medic. You will get SPJ. He actually gets Crud as well. 2 picks. TJ gets Sam as well. So that is 3 players down for the side of Damage Inc. And they have nothing. They can't push at all at this point. So they're gonna have to get out. And no safer will cap up mid. But I saw Soul on Pain Train there. That's I haven't seen that in a while.
That's an interesting, like, you didn't see it as much, especially with the scout dominated meta these days, but definitely worked. Took that diversion back. I would have bet they would have also not considered it like it's a pain drain roam. I would have been, oh shit, there's a scout behind us. But they do. It was a bit sloppy, if I'm honest. They did let the soldier in, and they didn't even know he was there until he got into the cap. I don't know how you can really let that happen. But Soul goes down. Sammy's on sniper.
Lock drops. He drops the Fane. Oh no, he didn't see the bomb coming in. So now it's just 2 scouts and a demo. No Uber for no safe word, and their push will just completely crumble. They did get that force early, but yeah, there it is. They're gonna go and cap up mid.
Yeah, they're gonna get a couple spawns up, including medic, but this is like a 55% add for Damage Inc. And they do have Sam on sniper, which is gonna be a delight to watch. Yule's just playing close in grass, hoping that somebody gets forward. They don't. They do get all their forward spawns up on second to probably hold this. If I guess they're going to play forward, Yule's actually in a really good position here to get a medic force early, but he peeks way too quickly and probably going to get cleaned up. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Doesn't bide his time and gets cleaned up early. I think they're just checking for the sniper, trying to move Sam out to get him some room as they're walking up. They still have this advantage, but Hertz has come up on sniper all the way in last. And should be a good exchange, as they're just building this Uber up for Lost. With a sniper playing kind of close, just not holding the single.
Yeah, they're about to. I think they're about to peek into each other's angles. Actually, no. Sam will be backing down from that, so no sniper 1v1. But yeah, at this point, it's a little bit of a stalemate. Some stuff going down. Sam will actually get hit. I think that was from Hertz, but
Hertz is being under very aggressively. He's going straight. Oh my god, he's so aggressive. He's gonna get cleaned up for sure. Yeah, he is. He gets aggressive. He doesn't know anyone with him, and that's not a good place to get picked. We'll probably see a counter play or maybe even an exchange here. Just clean the stickies on low and they're moving up. They're gonna play it close here, this Enrith, which is gonna keep them spammed. And he sees the medic, so they know exactly what they're probably planning here. Plus,
Hertz being very aggressive here on the right, actually, by drop down, but Soldier will meet him, so
yeah,
no one and done just yet.
Sam's just trying to avoid spam while getting an angle, which is he flick shots Hertz in the left, really brittle. He gets super aggro. He's trying to get a pick on the medic. He's so forward and he gets cleaned up. He was going for the frag movie shot, but he just couldn't get the angle. Got cleaned up by Spam, and Spam is actually pushing the medic for damaging a bit out of the lobby. Probably with the player down there, would have played a bit safe. Hertz is up on Spy though.
Spy play. Now this might work. I mean,
We've
we've already seen this work.
He already gets cleaned up by Spam, and he's just going back. Probably just gonna take this walk of shame back to spawn. Maybe come up sniper again. Yeah, exactly. He's back on sniper. Sam is back on scout though, so they could use this as their advantage, and they do spot the sniper early.
Yes.
It's just a good old stalemate. Everyone's favorite.
Yeah. Just slowly clearing out most of lobby. There's no one really in. He kind of recognizes that all the damaging players are basically outside. There's actually a soldier now, Jack, inside. He might get a shot off on him. They see him. He sees a scout as well, but he gets no shots, and he will go down. So that's a player advantage. That probably means that Damage Inc. can maybe go for a sack?
Yeah, maybe. Spooge was in the flank there. He took a fight with Soul and almost cleaned up, but Sam goes in really far, and it's just more exchanges of spam as none of these counter players are getting anything done. And Yul actually almost tries to take an Uber exchange, I think, but he gets stunted by Sticky, and it's probably for the best as they were already getting back in anticipation of that play. But Hertz is on Spy, so...
I don't know, it seems like
see if we can get more than 5 feet this time. He doesn't bump into the soldier, I don't think. Oh, he's up behind the sniper.
He's playing with the...
Sam doesn't have... Sam has these headphones on and gets cleaned up and gets called very quickly. That's good to see. It's always embarrassing when you hear the spy cloaks directly behind somebody and they don't turn around, but Sam does have his headphones in and he gets cleaned up very quickly. But the spawns are very quick on this map and he's already up in 4 as they're trying to push. Plus Sam already trying to get a forward angle against spam to 20 health, and it's just going to be another... looks like probably another just try and get a Sam to kill something play, but he's going to get spammed out by Soul on the lower end.
I don't know, I don't think it's necessary really to go for these sniper plays. I mean, when Sam peeked in aggressively, they saw that Locke is holding like very far up, so it's not that difficult for a soldier really to get on him. If you just make some space maybe in lower main, you can just jump straight onto Locke, and if you hit your rockets, you should be able to get the force, but seem to be more willing to just go into this stalemate situation and just hope that Sam somehow hits some godly snipe that, you know, will make it and make his way into a frag movie one day, but
yeah,
it seems a little impractical to go for those shots. I don't know.
That's his backup on the sniper. He doesn't have anyone who can test him directly with an off class, but they're not playing any stupid angles, which is good to see. It looks like he might be getting back to scout because they don't seem to have a sniper. No, he's back on spy. I think he's just checking classes. Yeah, he's just checking for spy, and he's back on the sniper. Oh, you gotta love stalemates. Oh, Soldier's in deep. He gets air shot, headshot. Very nice shot by Hertz, and TJ cleans him up. Hertz is just playing forward again on this sniper angle. They look like they want to get aggressive. Hertz is going to get back on the scout as they're trying to push forward with this player advantage. Half-run forces, that's a bit unfortunate. It's the kind of he right clicks just at the second that he was safe. He wasted his Uber. Locke will get back, and he doesn't get forced either, so they're a player down, and with full Uber to 2 players down. And a medic down. Okay, so Hertz gets aggro and just destroys half-wrong. It looks like... Sam is on. I guess he's going for a backup. Vayne gets the scout trying to find him. Vayne kills both scouts. If he can kill the soldier, he can get the backup. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, Vayne whips the rocket! No! Vayne, please, that was almost amazing. That's a real big shame. He would have had that round in the bag if he had landed that rocket. I think the pressure got to him. But... it will be... God, that's a really unfortunate...
It seemed like when he jumped, he got a little panicky because he thought he might crater, so he just like really quickly went for the panic shot to like try and surf, but...
Yeah,
that was mostly safe. I don't know what he was doing.
That's really unlucky. A backup is coming out, but... Will they be able to stop it? They do get a player on it. Sam is going to lose the 2v1. And players are just going down left, right and center for Damage Inc. The medic does play back and he will get out with a soldier, who probably will be last for damaging. So we see a complete turnaround from damaging last to a no safe word. No safe word last to a damaging last, rather.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really forced the lock Uber at any point during this, so they just kind of got to roll it straight all the way over here, you know, with no contesting, because they're just, I guess, too scared of this Uber. So yeah, we now have Damage Inc. on last. We now have no safe word on second.
We have the Sam Sniper.
Yeah.
This is a famous Sam Sniper position, actually. I think he's got a clip of him airshotting Paulson on this pod, but he missed the scout shot. And he does end up picking Crud. That's really lazy from Damaging. They should not let a scout get in that early, and I'm going to pin that on the pocket for Damaging, letting that happen. And they lose the pocket as well, so I'm double pinning it on Fane. They're moving left side with this Uber, which is very expected. They move through, they haven't popped yet, this is really good. It looks like they're just going for a sack play, trying to get the force. They do, this is really textbook. And they're going to re-push right side with full player ad and full Uber ad. But they're moving up, they're spamming up players. Energy goes down early, they don't have a sentry. And this is going to be an easy cap, it looks like. Well, they're re-collapsing. It's only 2 up for the side of Damaging against 4 players, so it's very unlikely if they do get the round. Damaging putting up a pretty good fight. 13 minutes left and only 2 rounds no safe words away. This definitely isn't over. I definitely thought... I didn't know what to expect from this match, as I've seen no safe word play this season, and they've got a very scary roster, but they've definitely been holding their own in this matchup. We see Spam already just coming out. Enrith beating Crud pretty quickly on this rollout, but nothing really comes of it, as they're just spamming up height. Enrith going down pretty low from a direction across the map, actually, and it's just nothing's really happened yet. No sides have either aggressed. Scout's going really low for no safe word. Soldier gets forward, just bounces the scout into the air, but they're just baiting players into the trap, and as play goes down, there's Jack, the pocket for Damaging. His players just running forward over the point. Just playing this trap situation where it's you walk forward, both our scouts will just pincer you, and the players are likely stuck here. They get the Uber, but pop it, and they're just going to try and use it to get out, which, if I'm honest, I don't think is likely. Oh, it's only a scout following, but TJ is a very competent player, and he might be able to get this medic play. He does, and he might get the demo, and he's going to get the demo as well. He's spammed it lower. What? Oh, it was Fane. I thought Crud like 180 pilled TJ, but no, it was just Fane coming in from lower, and Crud is going to miraculously probably survive here. It's just a spammy, messy fight coming out. They have Uber on the side of their save word, and if I'm trying to guess, they're probably just trying to scrappily get a force, but they're moving on to the point. They're not going to get anything done with this.
Yeah, no safe word has, or rather, Damage Inc. has just crap health. They have to get out of basic. Everyone's on double-digit health.
They're doing the smart thing. It looks like they're pushing straight under with this, and they do have the Sam sniper. No, they're going top right. See if Sam is in a position to do anything about this, because a drop could really do a lot. And he's watching the left side, but he's flinching around. Yeah, they've Ubered early because I think they knew the sniper was there. And early onto the cap, nothing's really stopping them. Soldier spam comes in, Heavy goes down. They do have the player advantage here on Damaging, because if they can collapse effectively, they could really get this done. It's 3 up, but terrible health inside Damaging. Crud's on 5 health, just trying to spam the soldier without dying. It's medic. Oh my god, the medic runs into the point caps. That's really unfortunate. They could have won that, but it was very, very difficult. As soon as the medic died and they were on that low health, it was very sided towards no safe word, even with the player disadvantage. There's not much you can do.
Well, it's 3-0, and Damaging needs to recover quickly. I mean, it's 11 minutes, and they probably need to win this mid to try and run this back. So let's see what they can do in this mid. There's a soldier jumping over on the right side of the point. He will make it into the Damage Inc. Kitchen, but while all of this is happening, Enrith will kill himself, but Yule will get 2 frags. TJ will get his own as well. It's just Halfrung, Crud, and Sam. Halfrung is completely caught. Has the 1v1 lock there. You will go down to rocket from Yule, though. Crud is not the only one left.
Crud's
after Sam going down, and he is gone. So that's a very decisive mid for no safe word.
Yeah, it's just this thing, Locke is not dying on these mids. Like, even the double soldier play to get into medic early just didn't work. Locke's playing this really, really well. Even when it was just the demo up, he didn't want to put himself in a position where he could even, like, maybe get forced, and he just waited for his team to deal with it. We do have a play from Under as, I think it's a spy, yeah, spy's on point. He just gets caught immediately there, it's really bad now. They're a play down with Uber disadvantage. This is probably going to be pushed straight away as they're breaking in left with Yule. Yule's forward, just trying to get forward information, and he's not getting spammed out. They're playing far left, trying to kite this Uber, but because the Uber hasn't been forced, they're just giving so much free room to the side of no safeword. The Uber finally comes out, but HiipFire's not getting it his, and it's already the end. A quick 2 rounds, all of a sudden, from the first 2 rounds being pretty slow.
Yeah. It's now 4-0. Still doable. 9 minutes for Damage Inc. We've seen Damage Inc. win mids before, so if they win all of the next one and maybe roll them a little bit, you might see Damage Inc. make a comeback, but I mean, you might see reasons to be a little bit skeptical. There's a soldier for no safeword who's behind. He's trying to just spam out some rockets. The rest of Damage Inc. isn't too bothered by it. Actually, they're very bothered by it now. Yeah. There's like everyone's going back for it. Fane goes down and Damage Inc. just kind of is out. Actually, they will even lose a player to that soldier behind Sam will go down. So 2 players down for Damage Inc. and they didn't really do anything on that mid.
It was really sloppy. They had pretty decent positioning. Switch going forward, trying to force the medic, I guess. HiipFire's gonna probably die on the backlines as well. He gets the surf, but he gets cleaned up by scouts. Yeah, Damage Inc. that was really, really sloppy. They had decent positioning, could actually have turned that mid around, but the second it seemed like they realized the soldier was behind, they all turned around and focused him and just got crushed by the forward players. And that's gonna be a round already. There's no one to defend last, and that's gonna be 5-0. It's a shame to see it go 5-0 actually. It was pretty close for the starters, but it just kind of, I guess it snowballed with momentum coming from safeword.
Yeah, they did a pretty decent job of holding that last point for a while, but then they just finally it kind of crumbled, and then they got rolled all the way to their own last, and that was basically what made it all, or what made the momentum tip into damaging or no safeword's favor. So I don't know. Yeah. It's just unfortunate, I guess.
Yep. Just gonna open these logs right now. Let's see. First thing I notice is you're getting a lot of damage out, actually. You're getting 350 DPM, which is 100, pretty much above everybody else on the server. How much heals is Yule taking, actually? Yule's taking 38% heals, which is a lot, but he seems to be doing enough with them, going 15 to 6 with 340 DPM. And I'd actually, like, the soldiers for safeword are doing so much. Just getting, like, they seem to be always in the right position, they're always pressuring the other team. It's letting this guy take a lot of room and do a lot of themselves. TJ, I just realized, he's doing really well, and he went 26 to 6, which, with his damage, it does seem like he's making a bit of cleanup, but it's still a very good stat to be able to see, is that he's doing his job. I don't know if he's taking heal scout. Let me check that. Okay, my logs crashed. Give me a sec. Good brother.
Is your browser back yet?
Alright, yeah, it's back up now. So TJ is taking heals, but he is also getting cleanup pretty nastily. Like I said, 26 to 6, that's pretty good cleanup compared to Hertz, who seems to be playing pretty forceful on the flank, which is good. Also with the off-classing, he's doing quite a bit of himself. The scouts, Sam's doing a pretty decent job. It does seem like pretty much the entire roster of Damage Inc. are having a hard time getting damage output out. Like Crud, especially going 3 to 12 on 80 DPM. Not what you want to see his demo, but I don't know what that is. Is that just his mistake, or is he getting focused, or I wonder what's really happening on that front? Because Crud, speaking from experience, is a very talented demo. It's hard to see him do so poorly.
I'd say maybe that a lot of it might be stemming from the fact that he just that there were so many stalemates in this map, and that he maybe was not in a position to really get a lot of spam off, so his damage just generally looks kind of terrible. But,
yeah.
I mean, regardless, whoa, I just moved my mic. What? Hold on, when I. There we go. So trying to remember my train of thought. Regardless, I mean, he's going 3-12, which is still really bad. Because I mean, even with like probably the like 2k extra damage it would have gone in stalemates, it still is pretty bad.
Yeah.
These stats, you know.
Here's a funny stat. Locke died 3 times, and 2 of them were drops.
Oh yeah, the roamer one, and then I think the spy play as well, right?
Yeah, the spy play, you have to always give a bit of lenience to a spy play, but it's always, the roamer drop can always kind of suck. 3 deaths overall, even with the drops, is pretty remarkable though. I'll minus that because spy deaths don't count if you're a medic player. It's just a rule. But I think we're going to be starting in around 90 seconds, so we should see this. We're not going to see a huge halftime or anything. We'll see Reckoner actually, because Reckoner, especially in Australia, does seem to be a bit of a wild card. A lot of teams still aren't familiar with it, and I don't know. I've heard many words about Reckoner. I feel like it's either you tolerate it or you hate it. I don't mind it, but I have no idea how to play it, so...
The impression I've gotten from Aussie TF2 on Reckoner is that they're incapable of figuring out what side of the map they're on. As evidence as that beautiful video of Jasmine T getting confused on what second they were on. That was a very good video.
Alright, we are live. I'm gonna watch Enrith on this rollout, see what he's doing. Like I said, I think the Aussie playstyle is very, like, aggressive generally, and I don't really feel like Reckoner is usually that comforting on a super aggressive playstyle. It does seem a bit stalematey. They've both mirrored each other's mid so far, just spam exchanging. Scout's taking high gun first. Deep Soldier coming in from Jack, he gets straight in, but he doesn't get anything done really. Gets cleaned up immediately, and the Soldier's low health. HiipFire also taking a rocket or a pipe down to 50 health. And 2 players down, including Demo. 3 players down for Damaging, and not even a single trade yet. This is not looking good. HiipFire and Spoo just trying to get out of this mid. They are going to do it, but Fane's in. They do expect him. And he gets cleaned up immediately. Not a very great starting mid out of Damaging.
Yeah, Damaging does have technically 10% advantage, but I don't think they would really know that they have that. They have some slow spawners, so they're also not really going to be contesting the second point too much. No safeword is all over this point already. Soul is going to go for a sack. He will go down, not really get anything, but HiipFire will actually pop his Uber trying to contest the second point, but he will force the Uber just with that scout.
What?
He unsuccessfully will get out, but Uber will go down for lock. SBJ is on second trying to fight the combo there, but he will go down, and now there's only a couple spawners left for Damage Inc. to try and contest that, but they will not spawn in time, and no safeword will go up 1-0.
I hope this isn't gonna be like that every round, because that was really messy from Damaging. They got really uncomfortable and kind of pushed forward alone, sort of, with their Uber in front, and then just got flanked from behind by Enrith, who just cleaned up the players. You see a pretty much identical mid coming out of no safeword and Damaging, both taking the same route they did last time. Soul going down on the flank, it's really good. They pressure him early. Just spam exchanges right now. No buffs on the side of no safeword though, which is a little bit awkward. They're getting aggressive. Fane gets picked up by Enrith, and Crud's just putting out pills, trying to get any damage he can out. He's getting spammed it, but TJ Hurst just forwards him on the point, and they're re-entering, and they does look like Damaging have successfully taken this mid, but they're getting a re-push out. No safeword are taking it in. They're not going to give this without a fight. They get the force out really early from no safeword, and HiipFire probably should get in and use this Uber on the scouts, but looks like he's not committed. Sam does go down. This Uber could work out. They need to kill TJ though, and Locke probably is just going to walk out. That's really, really awkward. Locke just walks out with the scout, and that Uber ends up like putting Damaging in a worse position when they started.
Yeah, now no safeword's going to be re-pushing into mid. Crud is going to get completely destroyed by TJ and Soul. Bane is already basically out in cargo, and no safewords all over this midpoint. So the mid actually, in the end, will go to no safeword after about 2 minutes of confusing mid fighting and then going to second early. And yeah.
HiipFire made a question position there. They got the Uber force really early, and they had a great chance to counter Uber, but instead he decided to kite it for a lot, and they ended up losing Sam, and then having to use an Uber on a really low health scout, so they had to focus the Uber on him the entire fight, or else he would have died just getting unflashed. Probably should have Ubered a lot earlier there. He seemed more concerned on like kiting than keeping his players alive. We do actually have a really forward player in Toxic, I believe it's called, which is Hertz, just playing close in this corner. And he might be able to catch off the soldier who hasn't seen him. And it looks like that's going to happen. No! He gets 180'd and destroyed by a soldier. That's really embarrassing.
The control point is being captured.
Damage Inc. ended up coming on top, but they have used the Uber and Locke's going to have this 50% advantage. And they're going to re-push dry. TJ's on the point just trying to kill players. I guess they're kind of backing up. They're giving this room for free. No, they're retaking it. I guess they thought that OZF took a lot more ground than they actually did. Lock's setting up the 60% Uber now. 30% ad. They could play this dry and try and get in early, but Enrith is not going to let that happen. He's just putting down a wall in front of them and saying, "Get out of my point."
I wasn't really sure what Fane was trying to do there. He walked out of Toxic and seemed to be setting up for a jump, but then he just kind of got shot at and he kind of just looked around, and then HiipFire wasn't there to heal him, so he just kind of died for no good reason. And now we have no safeword on mid. They're actually pushing into second as well. They're on second. They're getting spanned a little bit. There is a soldier potentially in position to sack. That would be Jack, but he's not going to go for that. So no safeword is now on second. They do not ever pop their Uber, so it's now even Ubers. It's going to be mostly a stalemate, but actually no safeword is just going to be Ubering straight in through main here. They're going to go into the right side here. They force the Uber from HiipFire. Crud will unfortunately not get saved by that Uber though. Now it's 5v6, the entirety of Damage Inc. trying to get into lobby, trying to get some frags onto no safeword. Both teams get 2 frags, and there's really bad health on us for the no safeword, so they will get completely cleaned up, but HiipFire will go down to Hertz. And there's just Locke for the side of no safeword, who's sitting here by rollout. He actually 1v1 Sam. Sam will go down. Locke on 60 HP. Well. He's gonna have to fight Crud. He might make it out. He's 50 HP. He survives the stick, and there comes TJ. Takes out Crud, and the soldiers will actually come in as well. So the overextension of Damage Inc. will get punished very hard. So 3 players are down for Damage Inc. The repush coming in for no safeword. Sam will be spawning in time. You're gonna have to wait 5 more seconds for all the other spawners, and no safeword is already playing the point. They got the frag out to HiipFire and SPJ, and they're gonna play the point. And that's it. It's 2-0 for no safeword.
Yeah, there's a really weird thing in that loss there where HiipFire, his soldier lost a fight with their demo, I think. And then instead of backing up to trying to heal a player, he took a fight. He ended up killing the demo, but I mean, they got cleaned up by a player afterwards. And it was interesting to see. I reckon he probably should have stayed alive there, because I reckon if Sam had the heals to chase the medic there, it would have been very beneficial. But there's mid coming out, and there's just spamming on top. He's getting far more aggressive than he has the previous mids into working. He's getting so much damage out. They're just crumped into this corner, and no safeword taking all of the advantages. They're moving up. 3 players up already for Damage Inc. and then just backed up completely. Dam is trying to get out. We'll see if he can. TJ does not want to let him have this, and it looks like Crud's just going to get cleaned up. Yeah, he is.
And it's just 1 player up for Damage Inc. There are 3 spawners in the form of Bane, HiipFire, and Sam there, but they have 4 players to defend against these 5 healless no safeword players, but it seems like they don't really want to push off of this player advantage. They're just going to be sitting on second and probably maybe let this stalemate commence here on the second point as they build up their Uber.
Yeah, they did a medic pick, so it is pretty much even. We did have a heavy for Damage Inc., but he switched off back to scout. They're just trying to build this up, making sure they don't lose any percentage. And probably going to come up to Ubers just in a little bit. Will be interesting to see if we see a sack play coming out, or like a sniper or anything when these Ubers come up. Like I just said, Sam's coming up on sniper.
Let's see if Sam can go and make the big play. He's peeking in on the left side into lobby.
I don't know if I'll have much luck, but he body shots the soldier really early. He's scouting
He's actually scout behind him, yeah.
He gets 2 players. How do they... They let that guy take so much room. That's really bad by damaging, and he just comes up to on the flank.
Yeah, they just had a Fane protecting Sam there, and Fane did not hit his rockets, so he just kind of got to roll straight over both Fane and Sam, so they got the 2 picks, but they're not going to be pushing off of it. They're going to just take this time to get in their own off class. Hertz is going to go sniper. He's going to do some 360s, but he's going to go and peek into lobby. There's actually a Sam spy play going at the same time. He is in lobby. Hertz will get onto half wrong, and now Sam will get the backstep onto Enrith.
And
that is, yeah, the Uber will also get forced. It's a pretty bad Uber for no safe word, so this will be basically an even fight, except, well, I guess damaging does not have heals, but they can definitely hold this.
He can do a lot with the sniper.
Crud goes down, Jack goes down, Fane goes down to her.
That was a med drop, a demo pick, and a soldier pick, I believe, which is pretty brutal. But getting that right side control after they push out with that Uber is just... It's very, very bad luck, because you can't really do much to a sniper from that range, and he just had free range to just spam out and kill any players on the opposing side.
It's very unfortunate for Sam. He was in a perfect position to get the backstep on to Locke, but Locke just barely spotting him. So the safeword were able to save that last push. But now we're in the next mid, the 4th mid of this map. Jack will go down early. SPJ goes into a fight with Hertz on that midpoint, so he will trade out that kill. He sees a soldier coming from behind Soul. That will go. He will go down as well. Will go down to Sam. Now it's just 3 players left for no safe word. They're gonna have to get out. So that was a decent mid by damaging, I'd say.
It was very good mid. They take that really aggressively with Pride. They just spammed them out and worked well.
Our control point is being captured.
They didn't get a pick out to Lock though, so damaging cannot, or at least cannot go with an Uber advantage push into last. If they have the balls, they might be able to do an Uber exchange, but I don't think they quite have the cojones to pull that off, so we're just gonna be in a little stalemate. Hertz on sniper again. I'm curious to see if Hertz can get any other big frags. He does see a soldier jumping around in lobby, but that soldier will get out before Hertz can get an angle on him.
Also worth mentioning, it's like there is 20 minutes left. They can definitely still bring this back. It's not by means the end of the game. 3 rounds advantage is going to be difficult, especially with how dominant NoSafe would have been, but they just need to play around the sniper. What I'd be doing right now is waiting for Hertz to over-aggress, because he's been getting very cocky with these sniper shots and getting really aggressive and letting himself get spammed out. But it doesn't seem like he's really doing it this time. He actually, as I said, he gets cleaned up, but Fane does in the process too, and Soldier on Enrith, he gets him pretty low, but then he gets crossbowed immediately. And NoSafe would just going to re-push. Right, straight into second with this even Uber is probably just going to trade this off. TJ's in early, but he hasn't really got anybody with him, and he's stuck in. Soldier gets in early as well, but they're just forcing this back. They haven't got the Uber popped out. They pop out on no safe word. Half-Wrong Milk said he has a much better Uber, and they're just kind of halting this movement from no safe word.
There's some soldiers going in trying to get on, or actually try to get out, but they will get stuck on the half wrong there. But actually there goes Locke in lobby, so this is a good opportunity for damaging to push into last. Jack is actually in very far. He will unfortunately go down. It's 3v3. The spawners for no safe words are not going to come in just yet, so Damage Inc. should be able to clean up these players with the heals that they got and cap up this point. It's just Hertz. Hertz is actually taking... Oh, he will stay alive for too long. And Damage Inc. unfortunately will not get the kill on him. Damage Inc. actually... There's actually Sam fighting on last. He will try to kill TJ. TJ will stay alive with 4 HP. And Damage Inc. try their hardest to try and cap that last point, but unfortunately it won't work out.
Seems a bit awkward. They didn't really get the right focuses on the right players. They're all so low health. I feel like if they communicated a little better, they could have finished off the wicked players, focused the right stuff, and got it done a little better. Jack's on Spire, which is interesting. I believe he's pocket, so, and he's right behind Locke. This is gonna happen again. This way, he gets the demo. He's just meleeing, but he gives him a saw, which is actually pretty bad. I mean, even bigger advantage now for side of no safeword, and I'd just work off that, to be honest.
The control point is being contested.
And they're getting backstabbed for the second time on this map.
Well, Locke has a Razorback on, apparently. Sol just 180 kills Sam, who I think got below 100 because of a scout frag. Locke does get forced though, which is pretty decent. We'll see if they take it aggressive into last, which does seem what they're trying to do. There are 3 players down, and the spawns are pretty late for damaging because they haven't gotten the second cap just yet. This could go very well if no safe would play it well, but you will get cleaned up by a really nice sticky over the fence by Crud. But they're on low ground. You see, they're all on the point. They're putting themselves in a really bad position, but no safe would aren't really in the position to fight back.
Well, Damage Inc. is now in lobby. They're going to be moving out of this shutter area. They're going to just make the space with the Uber that they have. It will not actually get forced at any point. There is a scout behind. That's Hurts. No, he's just going to go back, meet up with his team. So Damage Inc. still have Uber while Locke does not have Uber. They actually will get forced in this toxic area. They're going to try and get in onto the combo of no safe where they will get Hurts. They will get TJ. Locke will stay alive, but Soul actually goes down as well. That's 3 picks for Damage Inc. with this Uber. Yog will go down as well, so 4 picks. No safe word bleeding a lot of players in that little Uber v no Uber fight. So Damage Inc. is going to be rolling all the way to second here. They might be able to cap this up before the spawners come in and no safe word pushes out.
I'm calling this right now. They're going to push with this Uber, and it's going to... Actually, no, okay, no, I'm not going to call it because Damage Inc. are actually playing really... in a pretty good position, playing far back. They're in a position to hide the Uber. Uber does get popped, and it is pretty ideal, barring Stan getting killed on the flank side. And they're just going to recap this, but Uber advantages are on the side of Damage Inc. And the scout does only have a 4-second respawn, so it'll be very quick. Hurt's getting aggressive on the flank already. Hurt's been doing this all game and it has been working very well. But it's not going to work this time, so you just get pushed back by the soldiers. And they're just pushing the flank. The flanks are completely unwashed, and although no safe would do have a quick rotate just back to the point, it does look like they're going to be getting this pretty casually. We've got a player in behind, but he gets cleaned up. Yul goes down. It's a player ad and an Uber. If they go quickly, they could really make this work, but Jack is getting pretty hurt. And gets cleaned up by Scout. This is really what you don't want to use in these super advantageous positions, like damaging losing players. And they're going in, which is pretty questionable. They took too long, and Locke's almost up on his Uber. If they don't get this straight away, it's going to be awkward. And the scapping Scout gets an Uber flash, and they're not going to get that much cap time.
Well, this is just not going very well for Damage Inc.
Oh, Sam's on the back. Sam's on the back. Oh, he doesn't go for the cap.
Oh, there's a soldier coming in. Oh, the Jack is on the medic. He's going to try and get the kill onto Locke. Locke tries to surf his way into safety, but Jack will be very patient with his rockets and will just hit the splash rocket onto Locke. So Locke is down. There will be some Uber advantage for Damage Inc. They do not currently have the players to contest the second point. Actually, no, they're going to go for it anyway. They'll get Hurts, and Enrith was not ready for that, so Enrith will go down as well. 2 picks for Damage Inc. This is a good opportunity for them. They have about 35% Uber advantage, but they don't care. They have the players. They're going to go in. Soul will go down. They see a scout in main. They see a soldier as well. They will both not really do too much. They're trying to move it in. The spawners will be coming in soon for no safe word. The Uber will be up soon as well. HiipFire is a little disconnected with his players, but his players are just standing on the point, and they will cap it up. So that will be the first point for Damage Inc.
Yeah, that was actually really good. They played it very well. They did a surprise play, which I didn't expect myself, which was they played dry with 3 players, I think, into second, and it really worked in their favor. As no safe wouldn't expect it, and they got 2 surprise play deaths, and they just worked off that to last. They didn't wait for the Uber, but I think they ended up getting it just crushing later with the Uber advantage. So we do see different mid as Damage are going left side this time. They're getting really aggressive, and it works. Zenith goes down early, but so does Fane. Scout's really lit on the side of no safe word. This is going really well for Damaging. Soldier goes down too. They've only lost Fane in this fight, and the Scout goes down. The medic and Soldier are the only ones remaining, and Sam is chasing this medic. We'll see if he can get the pick. And he does. That's a really good coming from Damaging, and we could see a bit of a turnaround if they get this round, because they definitely do have the time to get another one after this and tie up the score.
Yeah, this might be the comeback that they were looking for. They do not have their medic though, so we even Ubers.
Oh, that is right. They lost the med. That's unfortunate.
So it'll be a little bit of a stalemate. Hertz will be sniping for the side of Damage Inc. Try to break this upcoming stalemate here. He's looking into lobby, but yeah, we'll probably be here for a while. But if Damage Inc. managed to get a pick, maybe they could be pushing it to last, and we might see the comeback that that they're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Hudson looking for an angle. Just messing around on the left side now. No one really to pick because Damage Inc. is playing back on the build. And they're gonna get the Uber, it looks like. See what they're gonna do now, because the ball is in their court as they need the rounds. So, see if they go aggressive. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to sack Fane or Jack in. But Dirk or Crud is just exchanging spam and nothing's really happening, if I'm completely honest. Oh, the Soldier goes in pretty aggressively, just spam back Crud. And Spooge is very lit in lobby. Oh, but Sam gets cleaned up with a nice headshot from Hertz, and that might give Hertz a bit of room to move forward even more.
Oh, there is a sack coming in. That's the Soldier. That's Soul trying to get some rockets onto Halfrong. He will get one rocket. Halfrong will drop to double-digit health, but he will not be popping that Uber. He is good enough to know to not pop, to not pussy pop.
Sam on
Sam.
Will he get
another pick onto Enris is what I'm wondering. But
no, I reckon Hertz is gonna go back and check for the spy, which it does look like is already happening.
No, Sam is actually Sam is outside. He's disguising as a friendly sniper, so he's gonna try and fake the sniper play and then go behind. So let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna peek into rollout.
He needs to be seen without dying, which is gonna be difficult.
You see,
Hertz should have seen him there, so he should be safe to go for a play.
He's gonna try to do it. There's some spam going down, but he is gonna make it through. He's on the.
He's gonna go for the flank. It looks like he's going for a flank play, but Hertz is getting really far back, and he's in a really awkward position as he has to just back up because he's not running the cloak and dagger. He's running the stuck in his watch, which means that he's gonna have a bit of trouble.
He's going for the really quick play. He's back on that friendly sniper disguise though. So
Hertz is also on spy. Is he? Yeah, he's behind them. He's running stuck in his watch as well, and he's right behind Halfrong, and he's gonna get the drop straight onto him. And it looks like he's just gonna try and get back to spawn, change classes. Oh no, he decloaks, and Jack doesn't have his earphones in, as he just picks up a second, and that's really bad for Damage Inc. They lose a third as well, and Sam's still on the side, and I'm not sure they noticed. They haven't. This could be really good if they push forward. Sam is in a perfect place to back out. No, Sam!
No! Almost!
Sam debating whether or not to go for the headshot and taking his time with it. He ends up getting him killed. That's really sad to see. But they do push out, and there won't be a back out today as both scouts are down for the side of Damage Inc. and no safeword are not one to give up such an advantage as they do push forward and they kill Fane straight away. Both soldiers have been noticing have been dying a lot for the side of Damage Inc. They're just backing up with heals, trying to get to the second. Their soldier might get forward. No, it doesn't look like he will. And they're breaking in early so quickly, they're not giving any breathing room to Damage Inc. Sol goes down on the flank though, which is pretty good. But they trade a medic and a demo for it, so that's not nearly as good. Hertz goes down. Sam's doing so much work. Jack's in through shut. He might be able to go to the medic. Oh my god, he doesn't jump. I think he was just trying to get spam onto the point because he heard low damage, but the medic was on such low health. And now Sam actually touches the point and trades with heal, so that's something. But Crud spamming this point back. This is pretty good. And they have Pyro. Henrik gets destroyed by a pipe by Crud. It's a really nice shot, and Sol's very lit. He's just backing out of lobby. Sol is gonna get back, but Lock with a 50% advantage is a pretty good trade-off for the position Damage Inc. were in, if I'm honest. I was almost certain that was going to be a round, but they do fend it off, and they do forfeit 60% Uber, but I think they might be able to make this work. Sam is on Sniper, and he's just trying to peek slowly around stairs, see what he can get done. I don't think they've spotted him just yet, especially because they're pushing under. This could be really good, especially because Demo seems to be leading. But Sam just needs to get a pick. Which he does, he hits Enrith right between the eyes. And Uber gets locked, scared of Sam, pops early, and doesn't get anything done. Sentry does get spammed out, but they're just gonna have to back out early here. that's pretty much optimal for damaging, where like Sam killing the demo and forcing the medic just by being in the sightline.
Alert. The control point is being
And they're going to be
contested.
getting back their point, but Earth is behind, and he's trying to go for the back out, but he's going to get cleaned up. Oh my god, HiipFire dropped a spam! HiipFire just dropped the longest range rocket I think I've ever seen.
Just sometimes, you know, sometimes you just don't have any luck.
I'd be fighting this, to be honest. The low health on the side of... maybe not, they do have the plane just said. But they're coming back in here, they might try and stop this cap fighting. I can't believe, like, that's really, really sloppy by HiipFire. So this is a pause, it looks like. So we do have everyone's favourite pause. Lock, fully rad. Man, that drop from HiipFire was really disastrous. He's just, I think what was happening was he was getting spammed by Toxic, by Yule, and he was just standing on the point, and he just ate the rockets. And he didn't want to force that far back or anything, because it wouldn't have done anything, but he just drops his Uber in the flight, which sucks.
Yeah, maybe some nerves coming to half wrong, and yeah, just it's not what they needed. I mean, that could have been. This is definitely going to set back damage incoming a couple steps. Now they need to hold off this push that's currently coming in onto mid, and I don't know, it's going to be very tricky for them to try and get those 2 points back and try to tie this up.
What they really need right now is a drop on Lock, and maybe with some stroke of billions they can get 2 rounds. But I don't have high hopes for that, because Lock is pretty safe behind a combo and a choke point. So what I reckon is going to happen is we're going to see at least 3 players die here for Damage Inc. And Lock's just going to walk through with his players and take second. Maybe, what really depends on the round here is if they can get a force on Lock before he gets into last, I reckon. But then again, their Ubers into last have been pretty sloppy as well. So, I guess we'll see. And we see an unpause. Like I said, 2 players go down straight away, but Sol gets traded. Hertz gets killed by Crud, actually, that's really good. We do have ice skating players because of the pause, of course. That's just medic up for the side of Damage Inc., which is not good, not what you want. And players will be spawning soon, but it's just HiipFire standing in spawn alone and they're against a full Uber advantage, so... but we do have a quick spy play. Maybe they can get something done with this. Sam has to really be quick and maybe get on early. He has to pretty much go straight away. TJ will probably spot him early, which he does. And he can't get anything done. The sentry actually doing a decent amount to stop that Uber. Looks like Fane's gonna get caught in. He's jumping around, trying to delay the Uber. You're on 5 health, might get cleaned up, which he does. Pretty decent trades coming out for damaging, honestly. But 2 players down. But the spam light hasn't ended, and they've got Hertz in deep who gets cleaned up. TJ's very lit, but TJ does get the soldier. This might prompt a repush out of OZF, but as they are on the height, the soldier does get in, but he gets pretty mulched by Sam because he messes up his jump. Scout's getting in as well, but he gets pushed back. All players on top right just taking spam. The spawns coming in from Damage Inc. here will make this really difficult for safeword, I reckon. But they're still playing it very aggressive. It's just Enrith and Lock. But they're not getting pressured very much, and they just kind of get to walk out. Oh, you're getting in, of course. He gets aggressive and forces the super. This is really good. And Yo does die, but that was actually really good. His aggression and getting that force meant that they couldn't get Lock. And them not getting Lock means that there's only there's only 4 minutes left and they have to get 2 rounds, and they're pushed into their last with a play down. So things aren't looking too great.
Damaging just not working out for him. The Uber's coming in through main, and they're getting completely overwhelmed. There's a scout playing the point, and that's it.
Were they
4-1.
dead, or were they rotating spawn?
I think they were rotating in the spawn.
That was you can't really, they weren't pressuring that side that much. I think they were expecting soldiers to get aggressive, but rotating spawn kind of screwed them over there because they're all in spawn and they just played the point. Nobody really stopped but Crowd on the left. But let's hope that they can work miracles on this mid, because I think if they get 3 of the fastest possible rounds you could possibly get, then you can still win this. It's just taking heals on left. No frags have been traded just yet. A soldier behind, probably going to get straight into the medic in a second. No, he's just playing spam. 2 players go down for the sort of damage ink. Probably just trying to save the round at this point. Sol getting aggressive onto the side. He's just trying to get this medic pick, which is almost working as he's spamming HiipFire very heavily. HiipFire is going to have to be forced. And Enrith might get cleaned up because as a product of it, but Locke does get out. And Sam going for an aggro play, but he can't get past TJ with a buff, he's just a wall. HiipFire going down really low actually. He might, if he's really unlucky, get pinned up. TJ getting aggro into the demo, which is questionable after the damage put on HiipFire, but he's just trying to get players down. Might get cleaned up. No, he gets out, but I would expect a no safe word push any second now, especially with Uberad. They've taken a lot of spam, so it does look like no safe word are just taking their time. They have no reason to push, really. They've got a 3-round lead, they can do whatever they want, and they're just taking their time with it. As they do move in through left side, cargo, I believe it's called. Spam is too confusing for my puny Australian brain.
Well, there's a scout fighting the combo there that's hurts. He will go down. There's a soldier trying to sack on the medic as well. That's Sol. He will successfully get the kill. Yep, the drop from Locke though, that will show up on the logs. It's now just Sol on that second point. He will go down. So Damage Inc. can go to mid and at least get some extra points. But I think unfortunately Damage Inc. is no longer in a position that they can win this map. But they can try and I guess, I don't know, get some map points. Maybe potentially if there's some tiebreakers at the end, they can win it on map points.
I believe in this format of ozfortress, round wins can actually make a difference towards seeding. So, but I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Hertz stop taking this seriously and maybe snipe as he is known for. They do start moving this through cargo, but they're going to get mulched by this surely, and they does start coming out. Players in the flank are going down for the side of no safe word. They are getting return frags. The soldier in on the medic. Really good bomb, but just pick it up. Lock on 16 health. Just needs someone to tap him on the head to get him down. TJ playing perfect defense, just keeping plays absolutely away. And that's pretty unlucky for Damaging, because although they didn't have a chance, it would have been nice to see them maybe get another round. See if anyone comes up sniper, so we have something cool to look at least. Doesn't know what
seem like it.
Hopefully I get to see him ready. They're just walking through with the Superad. Pretty standard stuff. HiipFire drops down to low ground, probably just messing around trying to get frags at this point. Spam does come out onto the point, but they do lose 2 on the side of Damage Inc. Sam putting a sad face in chat. They're getting through pretty uncontested. It's a really good Uber position for no safe word. It does come out, and the soldier and the demo are the only ones up. This might be 1-5, which is going to be. We're going to see. I don't think we're going to even see me up at mid because it's only 20 seconds left. And we do have the GGs in chat. So what is that? 5-1-5-0?
5-1-5-0.
Not the kind of margin you want to see, but honestly, some of that match was actually pretty back and forth. I wouldn't have said the logs are super indicative of what actually happened. It was a pretty decent match for most of it. It just seems that towards the end of both maps, no safe word picked up a lot of momentum and got rounds one after another. But for the most part, that was a pretty decent match to watch. At least for me personally.
Yeah, I'd say it was still a fun match to watch. It's a shame that Damaging didn't put up as much of a fight as we maybe hoped they would, but they did, you know.
Man,
They had some good mids. They had that 1 point. It definitely looked like they were in it most of the match, so, you know.
Let's take a look at the logs. The first thing I noticed is TJ doing a lot of work. He's top damaging, top fragging. 39 to 9 frags. And he did take I think he took a bit more heals this time. I think you all got 38% nose and the 31, and it's split up between TJ, but TJ's definitely doing a lot with it. He's just absolutely destroying. It does look like the flank of Damaging did have a bit of trouble dealing with the players of No Safe Word. just judging by DPMs and kill death ratios. Dirk, or Crud rather, doing actually a lot better this round. He outdamages Enrith. So that's good, seeing him come back into this map. I guess he was just having a bad time on Snakewater. Plus this was a lot less stalematey, so good to see him back on the scoreboard. Let's look at drops, these medics, because pretty much same stats. Locke having far few deaths to compared to half wrong. Mainly because obviously they're winning, but Locke doing a lot of magic work, just staying out of fights, doing well to keep himself alive. Locke only has 1 drop, 30 Ubers, and 6 deaths. Half wrong with 3 drops isn't a good stat to see. That's 3 drops is pretty embarrassing. How many were those spies though? Let me just check that.
I think he died to a spy like once, but then there was also just a drop to spam.
There was the drop to spam. I think there's a drop to a sniper and a drop to a spy.
Yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So the spy always a pretty arch nemesis of the medic, but the sniper and the spam drop, that's always a bit embarrassing. Thing I'm noticing a little bit is I think the soldiers were taking a decent amount of ground, but they're also dying quite a lot, from what I can tell. Getting aggressive, which is good because it does allow the scats and the demo to move up, but it does seem like in a lot of the fights the soldier damaging were down soldiers. But let me just... Are we actually doing interviews tonight, or...? I don't think we're doing interviews tonight, actually. So we might, unless there's anything new to say, we can probably just wrap this up real quick.
I think we're done. Yeah, I'd say so.
Alright, cool. Thanks everyone for watching. This has been ozfortress Week 3. No safe word versus Damage Inc. Tune in next week for more casts. I'm Sage. I'm with HiipFire.
Hello.
And Wiethoofd, on production. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you guys next week.